Welcome back to Curiosity. And today, where does Australia's electricity come from, and why are we falling behind? Almost all electricity is produced by a generator. These generators are powered by the rotation of turbines, and these turbines can rotate due to steam in the case of coal power, or even wind in the case of wind energy. So what keeps Australia turning? According to the 2014 Australian Energy Update released in July by the Bureau of Resources and Energy Economics, fossil fuels keep Australia turning. Fossil fuels make up for 86.9% of Australia's energy generation, and renewables make up only 13.1%. This is simply unacceptable. And the argument that Australia needs fossil fuels for its economy and power is becoming quickly outdated. An article on the ABC radio site titled "Emerging Economies Driving Renewables Over Fossil Fuels" states that figures from Bloomberg New Energy Finance show that investment in fossil fuel infrastructure such as coal-fired power stations peaked in 2008. Emerging economies are now choosing renewable energy, with China showing the way and setting the agenda. New coal-fired power stations are banned in the European Union and US. And if that doesn't convince you, this week, the UN-led Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change said in its latest status report that its targets are getting 80% of electricity from renewable and low-carbon sources by 2050 and 90% by the century's end. For anyone who says Australia's economy needs fossil fuels, those facts should warn you that it actually is in Australia's economic interest to change now. We are lagging behind, but an advantage of this is that we can see positive examples and potential scaffolds that have emerged all over the world and been successful. Denmark, for example, has recently revealed its wish to run its economy entirely on renewables by 2050 and phase coal out by 2030. This was alongside the message that renewables were about to become far cheaper than fossil fuels. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, Rasmus Petersen, Denmark's climate and energy minister, told a local newspaper, "I have asked my office to investigate what could be done to stop burning coal in just 10 years, rather than the previously stated 15. If this can work in Denmark, why not Australia? Yes, our population is 4.5 times larger, but our land is 178.5 times larger. And to quote the CSIRO, the rangelands amount to 70% of Australia's land surface. And by far the largest amount is arid or semi-arid. Therefore, it is clear Australia has huge amounts of land which is unable to be used residentially or for agriculture. This windy, sunburnt expanse of land is ideal for renewable systems such as solar and wind. But even if cattle grazing or farming is occurring in the area, international experience has shown both can coexist and livestock are completely unaffected by the presence of wind turbines. Australians are no strangers to rising electricity bills, but renewable energy would mean much more stability in pricing. This is because there are no input costs like the purchasing of coal or gas. The sun and wind will always be there, and always be free. So there is a long way to go, but it's achievable, and we have taken some steps in the right direction. Renewable energy is contributing to an increasing percentage of generated electricity, especially hydro and wind. But so is oil and gas. Coal's mammoth percentage is dropping, however, and this is fantastic. Australia should look to the state of South Australia to see how efficient and successful wind energy can be. An amazing 43% of South Australia's energy is generated by wind. It is scary, however, to think how bad Australia's renewable energy statistics would be without South Australia's input. Australia has set a goal, which is stated on the Minister for Environment Greg Hunt's website. It says, "We are committed to achieving a 5% reduction in Australia's emissions by 2020. This reduction is from the levels of 2000. This is on the right track, but nowhere near as good as other world players. Europe, for example, is committed to a 20% reduction by 2020 from 1990 levels. But it's not just developed countries. Mexico has recently released an amazing target to increase its share of electricity from renewable sources to 33% by 2018. So Australians, it is no longer just the right thing to do for our country, our planet, and our future generations. It is also the solution economically. Politicians, teachers, students, businessmen, farmers, it is time to look at the rest of the world in curiosity and ask, why not us too? I hope you're a bit more curious. Please like and subscribe to catch next week's curiosity, and click the video to find the physics of pendulums.